Okay, today is one of those sad days if you're a sailor in many parts of the country. It's putting the boat away. Some of you are lucky enough that you get to sail all year, but in a lot of areas, the season's over and we got to put the boat away. We'll show you one new way to do this. We're going to shrink wrap this boat. All right, before you get the boat shrink wrapped, one of the things you want to do obviously is empty the boat out. You want to get any of your stuff out that might give you mildew or something. But one of the great parts about this new process is that they fill this thing with an anti-mildew agent and ventilate it. So you're really not going to get any mold or mildew inside anyway. The next thing you need to do, obviously, is bail the boat out if you've been sitting out in the rain, and that's what we'll do first. One problem with this is it's a pain in the butt and it takes a long time. We have a better way. We'll show you. One option would be to have a sump pump, which a lot of people don't have. The other option is a shop vac, which most people have. These things are wet dry, and as you'll see, they work great in sucking water out. It works really well. So it's a lot easier on your hands, and you get all the crap out and just dump it out. Once you get everything cleaned out, you're ready for the shrink wrapper. Gary Raisner from Backyard Boat Repair is going to explain the shrink wrapping process for us.
Welcome to Backyard Boat Repair. I'm Gary Raisner, and today we're going to show you another option to cover your boat instead of the old blue tarps and 50,000 yards of line. What we're going to do is shrink wrap the boat. The tools and materials that they use to do this, as you can see, this is the plastic that they use. It's a 2-3 mil heavy plastic, and it's a propane torch that they use to shrink after it's tied on. So they're about ready to go here, and we'll do it. Lou now is putting silica packs into the boat. It's like what you get with electronics equipment when you open the box. All it does is it helps with the moisture. Lou's using a nylon webbing here. What this is going to do, he's going to run this all the way around the boat. Stretch the plastic over. This is what's going to tie the bottom at the waterline for us. Lou's got some bubble wrap here, and what he's going to use this for is for sharp edges and padding on certain areas of the boat, like our cleats maybe might need a piece, where the mast, anything that's sharp. Because this plastic, you'll poke a hole in it real quick, and once you get a hole and you heat it, it just expands. So Lou's going to take the precautions of putting the bubble wrap over the edges. This plastic comes in a lot of different sizes. Lou's picked out the size that's appropriate for our boat here. They're going to lay it across, and then we'll unfold her. Now that the plastic's been cut, he's going to stretch it over the entire boat here. And it's instant, boat be gone. So what they're doing now is they're putting the plastic underneath the band, and then they're going to fold this up over the band after they get the band real tight and start shrink wrapping and start heating it up so it glues together. This is what keeps it all together when it starts blowing a gale all winter long around here. Now Lou's going to trim it about 10-12 inches below our band to make that fold up. Notice Lou's got leather gloves on. This torch is about 30,000 BTUs of heat instantly. And he's wearing leather gloves so he doesn't burn the heck out of his hands. He'll continue this all the way around the hull. Keep in mind, this isn't something you can do with your household plumbing torch. Tying into the band that we put around the boat, and we're going to use this to tie the cover down on the other side. Just straps, and we'll put these periodically around the hull. Notice that this looks like real wrinkly and what have you now. Once this starts heating up, it just contracts, and it's going to be like a balloon surface. It's going to be nice and smooth. Okay. Now that Lou's got all the preliminaries done here, it's all banded up, strapped. Now he's going to start shrinking the material. Looking rather balloonish. As you can see, it's kind of like an artist here. It's a definite technique, not too fast, not too slow, not too close, not too far. You know, it's just, there's a feel for it. It's great. Lou's done shrinking her hair, and she is tight. It's almost like a little tom-tom. What Lou's doing now is he's taping in the vent covers. He'll tape these on, and then he'll cut underneath of them. Can't do this before, because if you did, when he heated it, it would just make a big hole, and it would just keep expanding. To keep his vents as high as possible, so any moisture that does build up in there will work its way out to the highest point. Some of the advantages to the shrink wrap are, first of all, if you got tarps, well, when springtime comes, we got to put them somewhere. We don't have a storage problem. Not only that, you can't get them tight enough like this, and in the wintertime they may blow off. This material also is recyclable, so it's friendly to the environment. Our tarps, God knows what happens with them. It's less expensive than having a new tarp cover made every few years because of your weather conditions. Roughly this costs, depending upon where you live, somewhere between $5 and $8 a foot for your boat. We've shown you a great alternative for wintering your boat. It'll keep it nice, and I believe you'll be happy with it when you open it up in the springtime. This is Gary Raisner for Backyard Boat Repair. See you next time.